Hi there, it's Chris Coney from Upright Solutions here, and this is big news. So I wanted to focus on this. It's not actually in the UK yet, but it's gonna come sooner or later, and it's this whole idea of Facebook versus Google. They're both the big players in terms of online advertising, online marketing revenue, and so on. And social media is kind of like wildfire spreading throughout the world still. Um, they know that that's the future, so they're both trying to one up each other, if you like. While Facebook has said that they want to work with everyone, they know that they're becoming the place to be in terms of the place where people spend most time online. So this latest development is this whole +1 button that Google are going to start adding to the search result pages. So this article here is on Search Engine Land, and I'll post the link to this so you can see someone's done an in-depth analysis of this. And it says here that the +1 button is Google's answer to the Facebook like button. So you used to be able to become a fan of something on Facebook, but now it's a like button. So 60,000 people like this page or whatever. And then they extended that to allow you to put the like buttons not only on Facebook pages, they also allowed you to take them and put them on any web page. So that it would then tell Facebook this web page over here, 60,000 people have clicked the like button, so that would help out. Now, previously, I think Google was taking that into account when it was determining a ranking for a web page, but now they've thought, what better than to collect their own data on this kind of thing. So they're going to add this +1 button. So how this is going to work, as you can see here, is that when you do a search on Google, this is the little preview icon, which is the magnifying glass. I'm also going to have this +1 icon that appears. Now it's going to be grayed out initially, but when you click it, it goes colourful. And what that kind of thing basically says is like, I like this page. This is a good search result. Because what we do is Google's a free text box. You can type whatever the hell you want in it. So you just type in whatever you want. It's not like a directory structure where you click on a category within a category within a category. There's a tiny little text box. We type in 2 or 3 words, and we expect Google to know what the hell we want. So if you put in shoes, Google expects us to know what we want. That could be anyone. That could be someone writing a thesis on shoes. It could be someone looking to buy shoes, looking to start a shoe business. God knows. And we expect Google to figure out what the hell we want. So this is, I guess, a way of us directly feeding back to Google whether it's a relevant search result or not. And really, it's our responsibility. We, as the searchers, really should be putting in more specific search terms. Buy red ladies' shoes size 7 would be far better. But very few people do that, and because they're lazy, I guess. So this is a way of Google finding more about relevancy. What's their relevant result? And they're asking their customers, the people who are doing the searches. Now, this reminds me a little bit of a feature they had a while ago, which was the whole idea of you could, if you had a Google account and you were logged in, you could click a little arrow which moved a search result up, but that only worked for you, so it would learn that way around. But this is kind of a one step further, if you like. So this is not only going to be added to the normal search results, they're also going to add it to the advertising, the Google AdWords ads that comes up on the side of the page. Here we go. So here we are. You've got people so and so +1 to this page. So that's how it looks now. There'll be a little plus icon there, and it'll tell you who else in your social network or whatever has pressed the +1 button. And the more +1s that a page gets, or an advert gets, the higher position it's going to be awarded. So while previously a web page's relevance and popularity was based purely on how many inbound links were coming from blogs and other web pages, this is a direct feedback from the people doing the searches whether it's a good search result listing or not. This means that people that spam, or people that just intentionally cram the wrong keywords onto pages to get in a search result, if the page has nothing to do with it, then people aren't going to click the +1 button, and it's going to push them down the search results no matter how much SEO they try and do, which I think is a good thing. So we'll see how this develops. It's quite a big development, and there's a lot more to it than this 4 or 5 minutes that I've just spoken about it. But it's a good thing for the web. The only downside I can see is if people intentionally, go out to India and get loads of people to click on the +1 button to artificially increase their rankings. But anyway, we'll see how this thing develops when it finally comes to the UK.